What's up guys, my name is JDCook5 and welcome back to another episode of the Levante Career Mode. Boy oh boy have we got some games on hand to show you. The first one is first versus second, a title clash against Atletico Madrid away from home. This has been two sides that have been keeping it at the top of the table, and to be honest, Atletico Madrid have been the only ones that have been staying with us this season. Everyone else has drifted off into their own world, but Atletico Madrid definitely have been bringing the title fight to us, and we're going to be showing you on display what has happened. So here we go then, we've got the lineup on display. As you can see on your screens, Kevin Trapp in goal as we wait to display the back four of Gallardo, Ndombele, Kolasinac and Sriracha. The midfield three of Vargas, Scott and Koke, and then we have the final front three of Ceballos, Kolo Muani and Nusa. A weaker side this time round because the fitness wasn't there, but we have to rotate and do as best as we possibly can. 7 minutes into the game, we're passing the ball out really nice in the middle. We find Kolo Muani that drifts to the left. He hits it on his left and he smashes it across goal to make it 1-0. 8 minutes into this tie, and what a start that was. Really good bit of play and an unusual position to be able to take a shot, but Kolo Muani does not care one bit whatsoever, and he finds the back of the net. Really well done with the momentum that it took to take it in his stride and just completely pile driver it into the bottom corner. As I say, a weird angle to be able to shoot, but he takes it upon his stride and he beats Jan Oblak. 17 minutes gone now, Atletico trying to get into the game now. Sosa on the ball, he passes it over to Felix, who finds Depay. Depay plays a 1-2, he finds McAllister, the World Cup winner, and he makes it level with 1-1 just inside 20 minutes. Really good goal from Atletico and a real bit of decent play also. Not long after that, we try and gain a bit more momentum here, just trying to see if we can get back into this game. 25 minutes gone here, and Kolo Muani gets a diving header denied by Jan Oblak. A really good save in all honesty, and a good bit of play also. 33 minutes gone here now, and we're trying to get up the pitch and just trying to get that one goal before the second half. Kolo Muani intercepting really high up into the field. He makes a nice bit of skill. Scott trying to make the header there, but he's not able to. He finds Koke, he finds Vargas, and Jan Oblak once again makes a big save. He is making abundance of saves, honestly. Cannot be able to kind of get in the way whatsoever, and he is definitely proving a point for Atletico. After this corner here in the 43rd minute, we tried to get a shot out here, but unfortunately for us, it gets intercepted. With that being said, a 1-2 bit of passing. You can see Felix is pretty much now 1-on-1 with the keeper. Sriracha, Ndombele cannot meet whatsoever. Unfortunately for ourselves, João Felix chips it over the keeper to make it 2-1 going into the second half with a 1-goal deficit. In all honesty, a really poor goal to concede with the way it happened. The counter-attacks and everything else, it wasn't the way to be, and unfortunately for myself, we do go into the second half in kind of the 1-goal deficit. 52 minutes being played now in the second half, and the Atletico start as they mean to go on in that way. You can see Felix trying to get a ball into the box, but it falls to Memphis Depay, and Kevin Trapp is able to clear his near post and make the save. They were putting on the pressure like anything. I couldn't do anything, honestly. There were so many times where they were pushing upfield and playing so well at the same time. I was so glad that Kevin Trapp was on his best behaviour in terms of being in front of goal, because I tell you, what a man that is in front of goal. We tried to change our luck in the 60th minute here. Kolo Muani 1-on-1. He normally scores these, but unfortunately for us, he hits the post in an unlucky chance, in all honesty. Really well worked from Ceballos to get into that sort of position, but it just wasn't to be. And it felt like it was going to be the kind of the theme of this game, in all honesty. We made such a good start, but it wasn't to be. Late on into the game though, we make some substitutions. Afif on, Cherki on, Martial on. Martial now 1-on-1 with the keeper after being played in by Cherki. He finesses it round the keeper, and we find ourselves 2-2 in Atletico, and we are going to go away with 1 point as it stands. Brilliant bit of play, and we find Anthony Martial one of our best super subs that we've ever had at this club, in all honesty. Every time he gets on the pitch for being substitute, he seems to be able to find the back of the net. Really cool, calm and collected as he finesses it past Jan Oblak, and we find ourselves in a little bit of a better position compared to what we have been in this game. A tough one to take against Atletico Madrid as the referee blows the whistle, but in all honesty, Atletico were the much better team, and if anything, they're going to be feeling worse off after that fixture. We had to be the best possible, and unfortunately with the rotation we just definitely saw the kind of difference in play. With that being said, this is probably one of the biggest games in our Levante history, in all honesty. The second leg against Real Madrid after being 3-2 down. We try and display the best squad possible with Kevin Trapp in goal. We've got Diallo as your centre-back, Conte as your centre-back, Williams at wing-back with Gomez, Vargas and Pepe making the midfield two with Vargas coming in, Cherki also coming in with Pepe, Kolo Muani and Ceballos coming as your front three. Strongest side that I could display, and I have full faith in this side that we could get a result at our home ground. 3 minutes being played now, and Real Madrid get a throw in our half as they're trying to play the ball up the field. Gomez intercepts the ball where he finds Cherki in a bit of space. You can see Kolo Muani's making a decent bit of run. He pulls off his man with completely doing Chris Smalling one-on-one with the keeper, and he finds the back of the net to make it back in this tie. 3-3 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night, and we are definitely on better stride as we get a goal so early on, and that is exactly what we wanted in this tie. Get a goal early on, get back into this game and see what we can do. 21 minutes being played, and you can see the ball is a bit of a ping-pong effect between ourselves and Real Madrid. We eventually pick up the ball with Cherki again high up the pitch, picking up the ball, trying to see if there's any bit of space to be able to play into and find his man. Ceballos being found on the wing here. A rainbow flick over the man as you see Kolo Muani, and what a goal that was. Such precision from Ceballos to be able to rainbow flick the Real Madrid man, head it on to Kolo Muani, and Kolo Muani doing what he does best. I mean, you can see the volley there, the one touch, bang, and Courtois is left to be looking at the back of the net. 28 minutes being played now, and we are having an almighty game to say the least, keeping Real Madrid right out of it. They tried to get back into the game with Vinicius hitting the bar there, a really close one in all honesty. Not expected that to happen whatsoever, but yeah, they do try to get back into the game, but we hold our own. 38 minutes being played now, we get a corner that whips out. Gomez having a back heel of a flick. Cherki being found, and Cherki finds the back of the net to make it 3-0 now in the 40th minute. 5-3 on aggregate, and we are finding ourselves wheeling away with this tie, in all honesty. It is absolutely unbelievable, the transition in play. You think the previous fixtures that we've had against Real Madrid, we have been poor, in all honesty, and not being able to come away with a result, but we are doing the business now, and we are definitely showing them how it's done. 42 minutes being played, and I thought Ceballos was going to get him back into it, but luckily for us, Kevin Trapp is able to make himself big and not allow him to get on the score sheet. Second half being played now, and Real Madrid come out all guns blazing. Valverde trying to get on the score sheet there. Once again, Kevin Trapp being one to deny them. I knew they were going to come out because I'm not. In the end of the day, they're 3-0 down on the night, but it only takes two, and they are back in this. Kevin Trapp putting a ball over the top of the bar from a corner there also, and to be honest, they were right on me. You can see Osimhen getting stuck in there. Passes over to Valverde, who finds Osimhen once again, squares it to Gravenberch, then to Vinicius. No one knows who to shoot. No one can take it upon themselves, and Valverde can only throw himself to the deck in despair as he sees himself kind of this tie whisking away from them, in all honesty. And it was unbelievable to see the transition and how poor they were, and they weren't able to take their chances. I mean, were they that poor, or was Kevin Trapp that good? That was the question to ask, I tell you. 62 minutes being played there, and they get a corner from a shot there, trying to whip it in, and they try and find a man in white. They don't do so, but it falls out to a man in white. They are able to pine up to Gomez here, just trying to pass the ball out. Valverde now trying to find a bit of space. Gravenberch on the ball. He finds Osimhen, and Kevin Trapp once again pulls out all the stops. Unbelievable stuff. 10 minutes to go in this tie now. We're 3-0 up. We're 2-0 up on aggregate. Pepe is about to whip a ball into the box, trying to find a Levante man, and so he does. Conte wheeling away in celebration. 6-3 on the night, and 4-0 on the night. Sorry, I'll get my words out in a minute. And 6-3 on aggregate. Unbelievable stuff, and that puts this tie to bed. I would not be thinking that I would be saying the actual score that it is, in all honesty. I thought it would be a much tighter game than what it was. But to be honest, if Kevin Trapp wasn't displaying the performance that he did display, then we would not be in this position. As I say, if they took their chances, and obviously we'd had a tighter game on our hands. The Levante fans are jubilant as they kind of jump up and down in celebration, not believing that they are through to the semi-finals, waiting to see what opponent we shall face. Unbelievable stuff, and an unexpected one at that. So happy to get the result, and such a deserved one at the same time. We played so well. We're going back to the Liga now. We get some simulation games against Almeria being first of them. 3-2 victory. Afif getting on the score sheet twice, and Isuaku also getting on the score sheet. Next game is against Espanyol as a simulation, and unfortunately it is only to be a 1-1 draw. Really disappointing. But all heads now turn to this massive fixture in the Copa del Rey final, an unlikely opponent being the second division side Tenerife, but we're going to take it as much as we can and be in the most important game, in all honesty. I mean, if you've followed this journey and seen the kind of pain and suffer that we've had to deal with in terms of the Copa del Rey, being knocked out of the semi-final twice, it had to be our time to be able to win this fixture. I mean, we have played so well in this kind of cup ties. I mean, in all honesty, we haven't been poor whatsoever. I mean, in terms of the actual opposition that we've come up against and the team that we had on display at the time, we have probably been a bit unlucky in all fairness. But I guess in terms of facing an unlikely opponent, this is now our time to put the kind of hoodoo to bed and hopefully get the Copa del Rey in Valencia. So here we go then, your Copa del Rey final lineup. Kevin Trapp in goal, Sriracha, Diallo, Conti and Gomez making the back four with Pepe and Koke as the holding two. Cherky just in front with Pepe, Kolo Muani and Afif making up the final three. Strongest side that I could put on, and to be honest, I have full faith in this side to be able to wheel away with the trophy. Let's have it then. Kevin Trapp making the final words of wisdom to be able to push this team over the line. 17 minutes gone here and Pepe is whipping in a corner. No one is found, but we're able to keep the ball. Cherky is able to pick up the ball. He thinks about a shot, but unfortunately for himself, it gets blocked. He passes it over to Afif. He chests it down, Ronaldinho-like, and he acrobatic finish. 1-0 in this tie. 19 minutes gone, and Afif is definitely putting the markers on this game. Unbelievable finish from Afif. Chests it down, and an acrobatic finish. You just love to see it. It's so nice to be able to see. I mean, so well taken as well. The keeper is completely shocked, and I don't think he even expected it, in all honesty. Standing there thinking what is going on as he watches the ball power drive into the back of the net. 29 minutes gone now, and after that 1-0 goal, we are able to see if we can get back onto the score sheet. Kolo Muani does that with a blazing run, as you can see, finesses it into the bottom corner, and we are wheeling away with this tie. 2-0 now in the 30th minute. Really well taken goal, and you expect Kolo Muani to always finish in them every day of the week. After Tenerife get the kick-off, we press straight back on them. We are wanting this. We are so hungry, and so is Pepe, picking up the ball high into the pitch. He uses a little bit of pace. He gets away from the defenders, and he makes it 3-0, burying this tie. In all honesty, not a lot's going to happen after this. I just don't expect us to be able to slip up. They haven't even had a shot on goal, let alone on target. Second half being played now, and Tenerife are trying to get that consolation goal to be able to get a bit of pride back. We are able to go good on the defensive bit on our work. Gomez picking up the ball, who finds Afif, but Afif gets a ball intercepted there. Again, they're on the attack. We nearly give away the penalty, and lucky for us, Kevin Trapp is able to come out and pick the ball up. A quick throw in as we try to get on the counter attack now. Pepe making a 1-2 with Kolo Muani. You can see the blazing run that Pepe is making. He's got the pace, he's got everything else. All he's got to do is put it in the back of the net, and yes, he does. 4-0, and vamos Levante. Unbelievable stuff, in all honesty, and a cup tie of dreams. Pepe slotting it into the bottom corner with the keeper being nowhere near it, and we find ourselves whisking away with victory. 20 minutes to go in this Copa del Rey final, and Isuaku, the substitute, picks up the ball late into our area of the field. He finds Martial, the substitute, also, who finds Montiel, the other substitute, making a load of changes, and it works in our favour as Montiel gets on the score sheet. He might not have any game time in terms of what we've seen this year, but boy oh boy does he take his time, and he finds the back of the net. We've always been able to rely on him when it matters, and he's definitely been a vital player for when he has been on the pitch. Really calm and really well done from Montiel. It would have been a penalty regardless, and he finds the back of the net to make it 5-0. After that, not a lot happened, in all honesty. We just take our time and we don't need to do anything. They get a corner there, but Kevin Trapp is able to put it away. We look to try and go on the counter-attack there again, but Tenerife are able to wheel the ball away. And we do find ourselves champions. We are Copa del Rey champions. So we're now Super Copa champions, and we are now Copa del Rey champions. Unbelievable stuff, and this is the stuff of dreams, and this is what I wanted for Levante. This is why we made this career mode, to be able to try and compete for these trophies. As I said, I never expected the opponents to to be Tenerife being in the second division, especially who they've actually beaten as well and what they've gone through. But it doesn't matter because a win is a win and we deserve it. We so deserve it. And we find ourselves with the players celebrating in the Atletico Madrid stadium as we look to now limber up and collect our medals and the trophy. Unbelievable journey that we've been on, and we have definitely been through the thick of it. In all honesty, we deserve to be where we are today, and we have now got 2 trophies in this season. What more to come? Maybe the Liga, maybe the Champions League. We might complete the set, you never know. As you can see there, Kevin Trapp with the captain's armband, and I thought he'd be deserved to be able to pick up this trophy because he has kept us in it all the way as he limbers up, and Championes, unbelievable stuff as they jump up and down in celebration, showing the fans the silverware, and a lovely trophy that is also. Not been playing the Liga in FIFA that much, so it is nice to see all these different trophies and all these different competitions that we have been playing in. Conti, everyone, you can see they're so happy to be able to win this trophy. I mean, players like Conti, Sriracha, they'll know what it means to win this competition, being playing in it for so many years without winning, and we are celebrating with the fans, and they're definitely been stuck with us through thick and thin, and they deserve to see it the most out of all of them. So there we go then. What an episode that was. We're through to the next round of the Champions League. We are still in it in terms of league with 4 points clear, and we won the Copa del Rey. 33 games played, 124, drawn 6 and lost 3. 78 points on the board. Unbelievable stuff and the stuff of dreams. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode because I did, I tell you. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.